Join me on my Slimming World journey. I think week 10. Remember, click like, subscribe to that little red box, and keep watching. Hi beauties, so it's Wednesday afternoon and I'm just having some lunch, and this is the last bit of my cowboy bake, and I put kidney beans in this one, whereas I don't normally put kidney beans in, and it is really nice and it's filled me up, and I've noticed my portions have got smaller as well, so that's even better. And a cup of coffee, and now I'm going to do my jar. So I made these jars last week at the weekend. Should have done them smaller, but what I did was, because I've only got little crystals, they're only little, I've had to use 20 for each pound, but I've actually got to put 30 into this one, so I'm really excited about doing that today. And I've just dropped one. So I'm going to get that done, and then I'm going to edit this morning's one, or last week's one should I say, and I've got some housework to do, washing to do, etc, etc, and I'm then going to go and do some exercise. I'm just going to add in my chicken stock, and then I'm going to thin it out with some hot water once I've stirred that in. I don't like my soup too thick, even though I don't like it lumpy, because ugh. Bit of hot water just to thin it out. It's a quiet taste of how thick you have it, thin you have it. Some people like really thick soup, and some people like it really watery, and I'm just fussy, it's supposed to be in the middle. See, yeah, see, that's alright for me. I put lots of pepper in that. It's weird because I don't like pepper on my food, but I love pepper cooked in my food. It's really mad, that, isn't it? So I'm now just going to let that simmer. Get the lid. Oh, that's nice. You know what I mean. And this in here is chicken fajita from the freezer. Forgot to take it out of the freezer last night. And we've got mum-in-law coming tonight, so I thought I'd get it out like that and hopefully defrost it in time. And I forgot to say, or did I say it's Thursday? I don't know. Did I say it was Thursday? I can't remember. See, I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so that soup would do me around 3-4 servings maybe. So all I do then is from the pan, put them in my tubs like you saw my salad tubs. I'll now swap it to having soup in them, and pop them in the fridge, and then just pop them in the microwave when I'm ready, or back into a pan and heat it up that way. Just depending on how you feel about how you have it heated up. And that will be my lunch now for 3, if not 4 days. Will I have something with it? See, I've been having my hi-fi bars as my HEB. So I might swap that and have some bread today. I'm not sure. But, you know, it's nice with your bread. It's nice on its own. Does it matter? It's personal preference, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go and carry on because I now need to wash these dishes up. It's Friday morning and got home from work late. Shopping's just arrived as I've got home. So I'm being naughty and I'm not having a proper breakfast. I'm actually eating this. It was leftovers from last night from my fajita chicken. So they had fajita in wraps and chips, and I just had that for my dinner. No wraps and no, what I'm trying to say, no rice or anything, because I was so tired that I just didn't even want to eat. So I'm just heated that up in the microwave. I'm just going to eat that, and then I'm going to sort the shopping out and tidy up as well. I've just got the shopping out quickly while I'm eating. Eggs as always. Got pork this week. I don't like pork steaks and pork chops and things anyway, so I wouldn't need to take the fat off. But if you get pork, you must remember to take, is it called the rind, I think. You must take that off when you're doing it. They sent me the wrong mince. They sent me the, let's see, turn it round, yeah. They sent me the 12% fat. I ordered the 5% fat, 2 of them, but they didn't have them, so they sent me this twin pack. Which means I either don't have the dinner I make with it, or I'm going to have to sin it, and that's quite a hard one for me to work out and sin, so I can't do that on camera. Bananas. I fancied a change this week from grapes, even though I've still got grapes left. My usual big tub of strawberries, non-dairy Vitalite, 4 for 8, and for some reason 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I've got 8. I'm losing the plot today. My daughter's obviously her treat for the weekend. She always has a milkshake. They've run out of tomato ketchup. If you have tomato ketchup on any of your food, you've got to sin it, because it is a sin, and I believe it is it 2 sins per tablespoon? No, half a tablespoon, I believe. Pickled onions. Pickled onions are your secret recipe when you're putting it in your tomato soup and things, but I didn't have any yesterday. I bought this week, 50p, already chopped up for you and everything ready to go. What I do with mine is I put it in a pan, cook it, add like maybe a pickled onion or onions, depending if you want it thick, add mushrooms, peas and things, and make it like a almost vegetable soup with a vegetable stock. But what I do is I cook this first with onions or whatever, and then I put it in my blender like I did with my soup, and then it's like a vegetable soup but without the lumps and everything in it, and I really enjoy that. And for 50p, and say a normal onion at what, 60p, you get soup for roughly 3 days, so that's good. And more onions, because I go for onions like anything. I've got to say, hang on, let's go to the fridge, because I haven't sorted the fridge out yet. So I've still got some Premier Light left from last week. I've still got some apples left. There's my soups for this week. I've only got 1 yogurt left in the back, so I bought yogurts. I've still got mushrooms. That was left over from last night. And then I've still got tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots and cheese in the bottom there, and tomato puree. So I didn't need to buy any of that. And then shopping was a little bit different this week. I might have explained on one of my videos, my husband's wanting like crap food, as I call it. So I've had to change the shopping a little bit this week. So obviously your milk, more beans, more peas and more carrots. I do, as you see in the fridge, I buy fresh carrots, but sometimes it's, especially for soups, or for quickness as well, tin carrots are just as good. Rice, these are at the moment 50p again. I should have bought more, but I think I've got a couple. They're 1 sin. They used to be free, but they are a slight different recipe in it now. Still tastes the same though, as far as I'm concerned. But they're one syn. So remember, if you're having something like that, it's a syn. My husband's dairy-free chocolates. So again, I get all the chocolate that I can eat, as well as for the children, so they've got their snacks for, well, my son, he likes to take a lot to work and things. So Curly Whirly is, I'm going to say between, because my brain's not working. So Curly Whirly is definitely between 5 and 6. Freddo is 5.5, so 5 and 6 again. Milky Way's between 5 and 6 syns as well. Twix, I'm not sure if that is definitely 6. They're the one finger ones. But again, all these you can have within your syn bin. So if you fancy a little chocolate, you know, depending on what you like. I mean, Freddos go down really well because you can add them to things. Crunch them up and break them. Oven chips, because they won't crack this week. Now this is what they wanted, so I tried to do it where if I've not got a meal that I can use it. So instead of you have to excuse us, my washing machine taking off. Instead of buying the battered fish, I got the breaded fish, and it's roughly, I think, 7 syns for one. So 2 for my husband, 1 for me and 1 for my daughter. If my son's not around, that's when I do these sort of meals anyway. Grilled steaks I don't eat, and I believe they are around 13 syns. Char grill chicken. My daughter loves the barbecue one, but that was too high in syns for me. So I went for the oh my goodness. You know what, just read it. And they are 3 syns. 3 syns, 2 or 3. So again, check the site if you're not, because I'm not 100% sure, but check your site. I check it as I'm going along as well. My coffees, I ran out completely. More bread for their sandwiches if needed. Otherwise, I'll just freeze it. And obviously, more Cokes and toilet rolls and kitchen rolls. So, there's not a lot of shopping in that, and that cost £60. So I knew I was going to do a higher shop this week, but again, I didn't need washing stuff, I didn't need a whole lot of meat, but it just seems to be quite a high one. Again, £60 I suppose is better than £80. Again, sorry, that's the washing machine. Move out of the way a bit. I've gone a little bit funny with my food again. I get like this. Maybe I've eaten too much salad over the last few weeks, but salad at the moment is making me feel, ugh. Tomatoes are my favourite food, but I'm not liking it at the moment. I don't mind it in the food, but I'm just not wanting to cut any tomatoes up and put it on my plate. So I'm going to use what's in the fridge in some sort of dinners so that I can use it up and not waste it. So what I'm going to do is I made soup yesterday, and obviously I've got that for 3 days, and then I will make the carrot and swede one up as a soup. So I'm going to start having that at lunchtime. So I'm getting all my speed food, I'm still eating, I've got food in that I don't need to worry about snacking on naughty foods. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do this week dinner wise, because it's all the dinners they eat and not really I eat. So I might go for like omelettes, pizza breads and things this week. I don't know, I just don't know what's wrong with me. But I'm still eating well, I'm still eating good, so you know, I've just got to keep focused on it. I think we all hit that sort of thing, don't we, where we go off food. So yeah, so that's my shopping for this week. And now I need to go and put it all away, or rearrange the fridge and put it away and everything else. Stop recording that minute. There we go. So I'm being really naughty now, and I'm having a boneless banquet. So I'm not going to eat the chips. I'm not eating the popcorn chicken. That's what I say anyway. but I am going to eat them because I can have them within my syns and I can have my Coke. So, well, Madam stuffs her face. It's Saturday morning and I went shopping last night to Lakeside and I ended up having a KFC. I mean, I gave my daughter some of it, didn't I, Bethany? I gave her some of it, but I still went naughty. So I've slowed down a bit now so I can do the video, but we're actually walking. I've done my shake machine, doing my walking, and I'm going to fill it with loads of water and strawberries this afternoon. It is Tuesday morning. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh dear. So the last time I vlogged was, I think, Saturday, because I'd been naughty on the Friday night, so I did lots of exercise. I'm trying to think. Sunday they had pork chops and everything, and I don't like pork chops and things, so I had beans and egg on toast with tomatoes, and I did say, you know, I've gone off tomatoes, but I don't mind, like, I put beans on top of it and things, so, and I still feel that way at the moment, that I just don't want salads. So I've had my soups. I haven't got round to making my next soup though, but I'm going to look into batch cooking soups to see if I can freeze them. Going to see how that goes and see how that works. I mean, obviously I'll let you know. Yesterday I was in a lot of pain, and I didn't feel well anyway. That's the trouble when you're around children all day. Not all day, every day, 5 days a week. Oh, see, I'm not making sense here, am I? You know, you catch their colds and everything, so I am still a little bit, what's the name there. But yeah, yesterday I couldn't do much exercise because I was in a lot of pain, and I don't go to bed in the daytime, but I actually went and laid down for a couple of hours. So yesterday was not a good food day at all, because I realised when I was back at work that I hadn't eaten all day. So last night I had a bit of chicken and some chocolate, and that don't help, does it? So this morning I've had a couple of eggs at the moment. I just needed something to take the edge off so that I could, like, well, I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing today. I'm going to get some loads of water down me today because I feel I'm getting the pains in the back again. I don't want my IBS to flare up again. This is getting beyond a joke otherwise. So I'm going to drink lots of water today. I've got some soup for today. Dinner tonight, they want the crappy foods like grilled steaks. I'm not sure what I'm going to have as it stands yet. I might keep my bread for my HB and my cheese for my HA, and I might have pizza slices for my dinner, and then that way it's getting some good food down me at the same time, isn't it? But isn't it really strange how just feeling crap, just you want to eat crap? You know, I want to eat everything in front of me, but I'm not hungry. I just feel, I could just feel crap, so why not eat crap? It's strange that how we think, isn't it, and how we feel. So yeah, so weigh-ins tomorrow. I'm hoping I might get an exercise in today. I've got a lot of blog stuff to sort out today, as well as oh dear, as well as catching up on a bit of housework. So I'll get some body magic in there, I suppose. So I'm going to try and do some exercise later, and lots of water today. So fingers crossed for weigh-in tomorrow. I'd like to say, you know, that I'm going to lose this week because I've worked hard on where I've been naughty, but on the other side of it, I just don't feel it. Oh no, I tell you what I did notice. I went and bought some new clothes. I already went down a size in my trousers, which was great. When I say I went down, I'm going to say I was size 18, and they were getting a little bit big. So I went to the 16 and they fit nicely, but I could have gone to a 14, I think, or 15 if they did a 15, because they're just slightly, a little big. So that's a good thing. I didn't look at the tags as such as a downfall. What I do know again is my tops, because I'm bigger on top, I tend to have to go bigger tops anyway. And I normally go for an 18 in jumpers and things, so I've got a little bit of sort of bagginess to it and hiding myself away. And I bought 16s. I didn't try them on in the shop. I thought, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get home, I'm going to try them. And I tried them and they fit perfectly. So I'm going to an event. I've got a bloggers event this weekend coming, so I'm going to go back to Lakeside and get some more. So that's a good note, and that is something that sort of is spurring me even more on now. So yeah, so we'll wait till tomorrow now. So we have again £1. Oh, I really am annoyed. There's nothing I can do about it. I've just got to work harder, and I can't get positive. I feel really down about it today. I really do. Because I made a mess somewhere. Anyway, remember, leave your comments down below, because I do like to look and read and reply, and and I'll see you next week.